Hello, everyone. Welcome to From the Shelf. Today, we'll be discussing the Dragon Ball Renaissance, the start of the Dragon Ball Renaissance, with Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Now, Cody,
Yes, sir.
since you weren't here for the original Dragon Ball review that me and Anthony did back in season 3, why don't you tell us your story for how you got into Dragon Ball?
I don't remember how old I was, but I do remember I was quite young. I want to say it was during the original Toonami airing. So I don't know, it would have been 6, 7, somewhere around there. Okay, nope, let's not start like that.
You better censor that.
I'm not doing that again. That was an accident. Anyways, I was probably around that age though, and I've been watching it ever since.
And before we continue, we do have a guest joining us today. If you'd like to introduce yourself and tell your Dragon Ball story, my friend.
Well, my name is Alex, Frankie's friend for many years here, and well, when it comes to Dragon Ball, holy shit, where do we begin? I had a mixture of both Dragon Ball and Z when it ran on Toonami. I believe it was 5 and 5:30, right? Eastern Standard Time.
Something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
must have been able to see it after school, so yeah, probably around there.
Yeah, so I was at the point in the show, I think it was around, I was about 5 or so. They were at the Boo arc where they kept replaying it from the part where Vegeta knocks out Trunks to right before Boo would blow up the planet. So, like, I was there before the end, I guess, for the English run, I guess you could say. So, just mostly that, and I didn't really care for Dragon Ball because, young brain is like, let's see things punch each other, but different stance on that now.
Yeah, your brain was trained when it comes to Dragon Ball. I want Goku to punch things.
Yeah, basically
And
that's
scream,
what happened.
and scream real loud like.
Ah, yeah, like that.
For about 2-3 minutes straight, I'd say.
Now, going back to what we're actually talking about, did you know this movie only exists because Akira Toriyama was mad about Dragon Ball Evolution?
I think that's hilarious.
I feel like you've told me that before.
Just for the context.
I think it's really funny.
Yeah,
I remember when I first saw the poster for this movie, and I was like, why is Goku fighting Anubis, but he looks like a cat?
That's accurate.
I mean, he looked cool, but I was very confused on the design at first.
I was like, who is this guy? And then they confirmed this movie was, canon. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, right. This was the first one, right? Like none of the Dragon Ball stuff, none of the Dragon Ball Z stuff. This was the absolute first canon side thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I guess if it's not a side thing, it's just canon.
I meant like not show.
Oh yes, yes, exactly. So with that in mind, I was like, what is this movie going to be about? And then I saw the trailer where you hear about the Super Saiyan God. I was like, okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Now, when this movie starts, if you watch the uncut version, with a recap of the entire story before Battle of Gods, because this takes place after the Majin Buu saga, but before the end of Dragon Ball Z. I'm not going to the Daima rabbit hole.
I was just
I'm
gonna
not
say
doing it.
That's a deep one.
That's a whole other can of worms.
And also, this movie is kind of, before we talk about it, this movie is kind of retconned by Dragon Ball Super. Should we get into that?
Yeah, and you kind of have to.
I'd say because it's weird.
You kind of have to mention the next one too.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's okay. There's always a slight delay. It happens.
Oh yeah.
So for some reason, and we'll get into the movie proper in a second, but the first two arcs of Dragon Ball Super are Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, and I still don't get why they did that.
I think it's because at that point they didn't trust the audience to know, hey, those last two movies were canon. You should have seen them in order to get into this show. So instead of, just trusting the audience, somehow informing them that like you need to watch those first, they're like, let's just remake them. I don't get why they remade them. That's the part that confuses me.
They could
Why
have
not
just aired them on TV before
Or-
Super started.
Or hell, if you wanted to add content, which they did add a little bit of content, why not just chop the movies up and add a few scenes?
I think they
Or
wanted.
you could have just had a quick recap of the movies before the first episode of Super.
Didn't Toriyama want to have an anime for it or something? Because I know the manga basically existed to just promote the anime, but They didn't even do a manga adaptation of the two movies.
Well, they did want a Battle of Gods, but they completely skipped Resurrection F in the manga.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. Why?
They skipped Broly in the manga too.
So
Well,
if you're manga only, then that means it just doesn't make any sense right there.
It just skips Resurrection F and Broly altogether.
It's kind of important to know about the context of those.
Why does Goku have blue hair now when he's fighting Hit? I don't know.
To be fair, even the movies do skip the process for that. They just explain it later.
It just happens, yeah. But we'll get to that when we eventually talk about Resurrection F. So, Battle of Gods essentially follows the return of the god of destruction, Beerus, or Beerus the Destroyer, who is the god of destruction for Universe 7, which is a big reveal in this movie that there's multiple universes in the Dragon Ball universe. We did not know that beforehand. Because
everything needs a multiverse now.
Yeah, because he sleeps for usually 50 plus years at a time. But he woke up early because he had a premonition of a Super Saiyan god who would be able to, actually challenge him to a fight. I have my theories on that, which we'll get into at the end of the review. But
yeah, same here. Yeah.
And Whis, who is his attendant, gives him a little bit of backstory because Beerus. I guess Beerus is the one who hired Frieza to destroy Planet Vegeta, which
another reveal
bugs me.
I kind of find that lazy.
It bothers me.
You're trying to tie everything, aren't you? It's like, no, that's like Kingdom Hearts writing, in my opinion.
Like,
how dare you?
I'm sorry, I love Kingdom Hearts, but there are moments where I'm like, bruh. Like that, there's no way that was originally thought of back then. You know what
Beerus
I mean?
knowing of Frieza does not bother me. Frieza destroying the Saiyans because of Beerus does bother me.
Yeah, like, what does he know about the Saiyans in comparison to what Frieza knows? Because he's ruled them.
Well, I think Beerus just thought they were annoying.
That's so stupid.
Well, to be fair, they're all pretty loud.
Yeah, I mean, they are a species, let's be honest,
and
in Universe 7, but...
I'll say this, though, I actually do love Beerus as a character.
Yes, and the voice cast for him, in the English dub, made him literally even better.
I like his... I think
tone.
Me and Cody have talked about this. We both, and I think you do too, Alex, prefer the English dub voices over the Japanese for Dragon Ball.
Well, absolutely. No disrespect, but it's it's like one of the rare anime that seem to be just perfect in like a different dub.
Yeah, almost every single
English
voice is
almost
every single voice is better.
Kid Gohan took a little bit of time to grow on me, but yeah, she's the bear Luffy, but that's a different story.
Yeah, but so Whis brings Beerus up to speed about how some Saiyans survived. One of them being Goku, who is the one who defeated Frieza. Which Beerus is like, someone was stronger than Frieza, huh? Which, when you break that down, there's Cell, there's Majin Buu, there's the androids, there's a lot of people who are stronger than Frieza.
I mean, it's weird because I understand why he wouldn't know who Cell or the androids were.
He should know who Majin Buu is.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows a lot about him or just knows of him by name, because I understand that knowing, Cell and the androids because he was asleep. But other than that, I mean, I don't know.
Dude, the way Beerus just bodies Goku in half a second with no effort is just...
much better than the anime.
Oh, God.
That scene is legendary.
Cody, how do you feel about Beerus just knocking the shit out of Super Saiyan 3 Goku?
Oh, it blew his mind.
Instantly.
I mean, it's so funny, though. The second Goku hears about Beerus, it's like his first response is, wait, hold on. There's somebody strong?
I'm going to fight him. I'm going to fight him. I also love in the dub.
Starts.
I love in the dub where Goku's just like, hey, it's me, Goku! Gives himself to Beerus. I thought that was funny.
There's something interesting about that fight. Frank, you know exactly what I'm about to say about the fight. Right before they fight, Goku dodges Beerus, like, without thinking. It's like, what the heck was that? So, he's like, well, it seems your body has reacted without even, like, thinking. And it's like,
foreshadowing.
What does that mean? Yeah, foreshadowing. What
They
the
were
hell is that supposed to be?
foreshadowing Ultra Instinct since the beginning of
Since
Super, which is Battle of Gods. They were foreshadowing that for a long time.
So 2013. Damn.
Ultra Instinct, I think, is the only thing in Super that was really built up.
Yeah, that's the only thing that was pretty damn cool about that show.
But, everyone's terrified of Beerus because, you even look at him funny and he's like, I'm gonna just destroy your world. But it's ridiculous because he's also not really evil.
He's not passive, but he's not like in the middle. He's just like,
But also, he
whatever.
can be quite sociable if he's not mad.
Just keep getting him pudding. That's all you need to do.
Because, the whole time he's at Bulma's birthday party, until Majin Buu fucks everything up, Beerus is actually pretty chill.
You mess with Majin Buu's food, that's what's going to happen.
I'm surprised Yamcha smacking him in the back of the head, just being funny, didn't piss him off.
He probably didn't feel it because it's Yamcha.
He's probably
That's probably true.
That was actually really funny. Yamcha can't even be felt.
Did you? I love how Chaozu is just floating in the background and nobody acknowledges him. I don't think. I have a theory that Chaozu is just not real.
Chaozu's not real.
He's not.
There's actually. Well, it's weird. There's the voice actress in the English dub in that movie says a line saying like, "I feel like nobody ever listens to what I'm talking about ever." And it's
I
like
heard about that. Like, if you listen hard enough, Chaozu's like, "Do you guys even see me? Am I really here?"
Yeah, that's what drove the theory. I'm like, what the hell? So we got to figure out what it says in the Japanese dub sometime.
Probably nothing. It's probably just an added joke for the English dub.
Maybe it already existed and they just kind of, poured the gasoline on the fire.
Most likely, that's usually how that thing works.
I love when Hercule is like sauced and he challenges Beerus to a fight.
Hey, I'm the champion. I challenge you to a bout of fisticuffs.
All right, how do you guys feel about the Pilaf kids?
Weird. It's weird.
It honestly was interesting they brought that whole thing back, and then that's one of the earliest carryovers from GT too, because that bit's from GT.
So I think Battle of Gods essentially is what made GT not canon.
There's
of course.
Yeah, there's more to it than that. I mean, other than Daima making things confusing for some people.
I'm pretty sure GT was never considered canon. It's just like, oh well, this is what we got, so it's what we watched.
For a while, it wasn't ever canon, but you could fit it in without a lot of issues. And then Battle of Gods comes out, and it's like, yeah, GT just no.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm wondering why they're taking so long to get past the end of Z, though. That's kind of what's bugging me about this new era of Dragon Ball.
Because
money.
Yeah, exactly. I do also love Vegeta going out of his way to make sure Beerus doesn't just explode and kill everybody. He goes through ridiculous lengths to do it.
Yes, but once you hit his Bulma, everything's off the table.
That's my Bulma!
Dude, when Beerus just goes nuts, it's ridiculous how little of a chance these guys have.
Yeah.
And Beerus was just, he beat everybody else in one hit, basically. He was beating the shit out of Vegeta for some reason.
Well, who Beerus was beating the shit out of him?
Yeah, because, he beats Gohan, Buu, Gotenks, Piccolo, Tien. All one hit, they're all done. Vegeta, he's just pummeling.
Yeah, I mean...
What did poor Vegeta do?
Well, as far as I remember in the movie, he was able to get in a decent amount of hits before Beerus was like, all right, enough.
Well, that was after he exploded in anger.
Oh, yeah.
After Beerus smacked Bulma. It's funny, though, when Bulma first meets Beerus, she is completely wasted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
She is white girl wasted, and she's like, hi.
And what's interesting about Vegeta's power boost there, you can tell his power comes from a different emotion, not just his pride and anger.
Oh, he loves his wife.
That's his love for his family is basically what makes him really get that power boost, I guess. Kind of like Goku's in this, like crave for fighting, just kind of gives him a stronger edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go between all three of us for this next point. I'll start with you, Alex. How do you feel about the Super Saiyan God transformation?
Definitely was underwhelmed at first, but I thought it's all right. I mean, I feel like it could use an upgraded form if ever, which we did. But
the whole movie's building up to Super Saiyan God, and that's what we got.
I've seen
I
what
personally think it should have just been called Saiyan God, and then Super Saiyan Blue should have been Super Saiyan God.
Well, no, don't you know what Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan?
Well,
Nope. We're not doing that.
we're not there yet. Cody, how do you feel about Super Saiyan God?
No, I also found it a little underwhelming. Just the fact that it was basically base Goku, but red, which is what it is, but
And a little skinnier.
and a little skinnier, which thankfully they dropped that later. So
Yeah.
And it's crazy though to me, even with Super Saiyan God, which are building up the whole movie, he still loses.
yep.
It was interesting. It's like
I
finally.
think this is the only time in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, and correct me if I'm wrong, where a new form does not win its first fight.
Super Saiyan 3 didn't win its first fight. It just kind of stopped. It just delayed when he fought.
But he didn't outright lose to Majin Buu when he was Super Saiyan 3.
Oh, right, but he didn't win the fight. He just was able to delay long enough to leave.
Yeah, whereas with Beerus, he just lost.
Yeah.
I don't. It's hard. It's hard to remember all the first fights, but
Because Super Saiyan 1 beat Frieza, Super Saiyan 2 beat Cell.
Well, not really. It kind of. Well, not in that first fight initially.
there's a lot of delays or like, just buying time pretty much. Which I mean, and sorry, jumping ahead a bit, I'm trying to remember. Did Ultra Instinct technically win? Because I don't remember that.
Ultra
that
Instinct
being...
did in fact beat Jiren.
Yeah, but I don't remember him winning the tournament though. So
No, but Jiren surrendered.
I mean, Ultra Instinct, the form itself, like Master, did not beat him, but
No, he won. Jiren said straight up, "All right, you win. Knock me out."
is that what happened? I don't remember.
Jiren yielded, but then Goku lost the form because contrived writing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because again,
but the actual fight itself, Ultra Instinct Goku did in fact win.
Yeah,
and then Moro, but that's another story.
Yeah, not there, not here. I don't know anything about that. So,
but I also do like when Goku loses the form and then powers up the Super Saiyan. I do like that song that plays when they're flying through space.
Oh, it's been a hot minute since I've heard that.
It's called Hero. It's actually really good.
Really?
Because I think, was this like a tease for Super Saiyan Blue? Since he didn't even realize he lost the God form and then turned Super Saiyan, was that like a hint that he's got a new form coming?
I don't think so.
I mean, it might have been because he does say something about reaching his next form. There is more potential, something along those lines.
And he's keeping up at that point as a regular Super Saiyan because I completely glossed over this. The way he got Super Saiyan God, you needed 5 righteous hearts of a Saiyan transferring their power into another. So it was Goku was the one who got the power because he's fucking Goku. Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, and Vidal's pregnant with Pan. So somehow that worked.
I think that was a neat way to introduce Pan. I mean, aside from the little bit at the end of Z, but I think that was a cool way to bring her back in. Like, just, she's coming.
Yeah, it's like and the way that she does is hilarious.
Glowing baby bump.
But then Beerus after, because he throws that ball at Goku, and I never understood this. How did he turn back into a Super Saiyan God?
I honestly, I think he absorbed the ball.
Well, he turned to a Super Saiyan God and then absorbed the ball.
I think it was kind of simultaneous.
Yeah, I don't get how that happened.
He doesn't either. Neither does Beerus. Literally, they don't answer that question. Beerus is like, "How did you do that?" And he's like, "I don't even know."
You're a fascinating creature. And I mean, Beerus did not destroy the Earth.
He did.
No, yeah, he did.
Oh, he destroyed a little bit of. You're right. I'm sorry.
The way they word that, I'm like, that's actually really funny.
You calling Beerus a liar?
I ain't calling him a truther.
Oh, good reference.
Got him.
I mean, it was a cool fight scene, though, Goku versus Beerus, but it's weird that they let Beerus win.
Having CG in it was kind of weird, though. I didn't really care for that.
Well, just you wait.
I know.
It's better in the other movies, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. It just felt like they put realistic art style right behind, the anime style.
some of the background use of the CG was not bad. Like it made some of those shots neat, but using it on the characters, I still don't think it looks right.
There's a couple other things I do want to go over. There's a giant plot hole in this movie. Beerus is like, was Earth the planet with all those dinosaur creatures I wiped out? And then you just see a dinosaur while he's fighting Goku. So I guess you didn't wipe out the dinosaurs, dick.
So he was the reason they went extinct, huh? And then
But they're not extinct in the Dragon Ball world.
Well, maybe a few survived and hid away from Beerus.
Just like the Saiyans.
Yeah, whoops.
Or maybe he was talking about a different planet. Who knows?
He could have been.
Yeah, maybe, because, I'm sure
Krillin's hair is strange in this movie. I don't like Krillin with hair. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Keep him bald. If they go with different hair again, I'll be pissed.
I didn't know that Beerus blew up King Kai's planet and made it small.
That was some funny lore.
I'm unclear about that, though. How does blowing up a planet make it smaller?
Because Beerus didn't destroy the whole planet.
Okay, so it's just a little ball was left, I guess. Okay, yeah. Sure.
Well, so I think he broke it
which
down.
Which is weird because Whis points out to King Kai, he's like, your whole world was destroyed. You could have had it completely remade,
And I think the reason why gravity's so strong is because they're so close to the core now.
And then they just drop that, oh yeah, by the way, Whis is way stronger than Beerus. Like, way stronger.
It's like, I'm an angel, too. It's like, what?
Don't mess with him.
No. Until someone can land punches on him.
Whis is the most casual, laid-back guy in the world, but if he punches you, you're going to die.
His voice actor did a damn good job, too, with the character.
See, I wasn't expecting Whis to be, like...
flamboyant?
Well, that I expected by his design, but I wasn't expecting him to be, like, that much of a beast.
Yeah, we didn't really truly see it until a bit later.
Well, you see him just knock Beerus unconscious. When Beerus eats wasabi and just kind of loses it. Cody, what else did you want to go over for this movie?
Honestly, you pretty much covered all of it.
What about you, Sir Alex?
I have the theory on Beerus's challenger that it's not Goku per se. But I think it's going to be Vegeta because he may be rising to be the next god of destruction from what we know.
No, I think... Go ahead. You first.
That it's either that or because he's the first one to go actually fight him in this introduction. So
no, Goku fought him first.
No, I mean, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so I mean, they have a bit of a history though in comparison, or it could be Broly.
I think he didn't see a Super Saiyan God. I think he saw Ultra Instinct in his premonition.
Maybe
because Ultra Instinct Goku could actually fight Beerus.
Yeah, probably. But you're also right that there could be a chance that they finally actually make Broly do something after his one major appearance.
We'll get to Broly another day.
No, I know, but it's just Alex said it could be Broly, and I'm like, they still haven't really done anything with him, so maybe.
Yeah, not since Gogeta beat him up.
He got floored.
No, he wasn't superhero.
No, he was in it, but he didn't really do anything.
No, he's just there training with Goku and Vegeta.
He sat there, menacingly.
Get out of there!
Get out of there!
But
get out of there, Goku.
I actually, because we haven't actually gone over how we felt about the movie. I actually quite enjoyed Battle of Gods when it first came out. I was like, "Oh, yay! Dragon Ball's back." Rewatching it this time, I enjoyed it. I still thought it was a fun time, but I don't know if you need to watch it anymore because of Dragon Ball Super, because that's the version that they want you to think is real.
I still would, though.
If you want an easy, digestible version.
This is a better version of it.
No, I completely agree. I'd rather... My recommendation, if you're going to watch Dragon Ball Z, the next movie, and then start with Super at Universe 6. That's what I would do.
Again, there's a few bits they add in the show, but I don't think any of them are quite important enough that you'd be missing out on too much.
Maybe Beerus' brother, but then he shows up at the Universe 6 saga and introduces himself. Hi, I'm Champa anyway, so whatever.
But to answer your question, when this first came out, I remember liking it, but I was a little underwhelmed. I think because it takes a little bit to get going, but watching it this time, I actually think I liked it slightly more than the first time I saw it.
I think the highlight of the movie is Beerus himself. I just think he's a great character. He's
Yeah,
probably
okay.
the best.
Because he sticks around.
the best.
Because he sticks around.
He's probably the best modern Dragon Ball character, not counting the new Broly, because I don't know if he counts.
Count him.
But we'll talk about that when we review Broly later on down the road. Alex, what did you think of Battle of Gods?
When I first saw it, I was like, this is all right. And over the years, it just kind of got for me because I got kind of sick of the whole constant battling nonsense. But just having some actual story was nice for once. It's something that Daima did too, where they actually focused on story. So
That's something we can't say about the sequel to this movie, which is a lot more about fighting.
Yeah, it really is.
Like that whole movie's basically just a big battle.
There's barely any story.
But like I said, I enjoyed this. I don't think it's my favorite Dragon Ball movie. I still think Broly is probably my favorite Dragon Ball movie. But this is a good one. I did like it.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad movie.
Cody, my friend.
Sir?
Next week, what you got for us?
Oh, I think I mentioned it to you once before, and I know you're familiar with this story, but I've actually only seen this version of it once. The version that we'll both be more familiar with is the game. But there is a Ratchet and Clank movie that ties directly into that game.
Oh, Ratchet and Clank.
Yep.
PS4 game?
Oh, Jesus.
We're watching the movie.
I haven't seen the movie. I've played the game, though.
Yeah, I've played the game several times. I've only seen the movie once, though.
All right, this is going to be interesting. But Alex, I want to thank you for joining us for this episode. I do appreciate it. And I guess we'll see you guys next week for Ratchet and Clank. This is not anywhere near what I was expecting, but here we are.
Is it ever?